That's you?
I'm the most suitable candidate I know.
Yeah, so's your mom.
Didn't think I'd be kicking your butt, huh? You're not in! Damn, they're locked.
That's it! This is the best game ever!
Alright boys and girls, I hope you're having a lovely day. Okay, today guys, I want to talk to you guys about Bully, or as it's known in the UK, CANIS CANEM edit. Now for those who don't know, this is probably one of my favourite games of all time, okay? I'd probably say this is my top 5 games of all time. I absolutely adore this game. I have so much nostalgia for it, okay, because I grew up with it and I just played it an absolute ton when I was a kid. This and Star Wars Battlefront 2 were like literally my childhood. I used to play those games non-stop.
Those were the days.
But I haven't played this game in years, guys, okay? I think the last time I played it was like 5 or 6 years ago, so it's been a really long time. Even then, when I did play it, I didn't play it properly. I was doing like YouTube videos on it back when I started like my main channel, so I only played like maybe 2 or 3 chapters of it, so I didn't play like the whole game. So yeah, I think the last time I actually finished this game would have been, I mean, I must have been a kid, so it's been a really long time. So yeah, I was just in a good mood to play it, guys. I just saw it on my shelf and I was like, you know what? I really want to play that game again, because obviously I loved it as a kid, and I just wanted to see, has it aged all that well, you know? Is it as good as I remembered? But before we get into that, guys, I feel like I've got to go on a bit of a story time, okay? I told you guys that this is like one of the most nostalgic games ever for me, so I feel like we've got to talk about some of that nostalgia. So yeah, let's set the stage a little bit here, guys, okay? So I would have been about, I'm not sure how old I would have been. I mean, I must have been about 8 or 9, I guess, maybe. I think probably about 8 or 9. And around about that time, guys, obviously Christmas hits, okay? And for Christmas, I get one of the best Christmas presents I could have ever asked for, okay? And that is the PlayStation 2. And I was so excited to get this PS2, guys, okay? I just couldn't wait to, like, play games on it, okay? And one of the series that I wanted to play the most was the Grand Theft Auto series. Over the years, I watched my older brother play the Grand Theft Auto series, and I was just so jealous, okay? I wanted to go around running people over with cars and, you know, shooting pedestrians with machine guns. That sounded fucked up, but that's what I wanted to do. So yeah, I just got this PS2 for Christmas, guys, but there is a slight problem. Now, my mum didn't really give a shit, like, what games we were playing, you know, she didn't mind if I was playing violent games, she had no problems with it, she just didn't really care. But what she did have a problem with, guys, is buying the same game twice. If my mum bought my older brother a game, she wasn't gonna buy me the same game. Like, if I wanted to play that game, I'd have to ask my brother to borrow it, and vice versa. If I owned a game and my older brother wanted it, he'd have to borrow it from me. My brother, obviously being the big GTA fan that he was, he had pretty much all of the GTA games, so I was shit out of luck when it came to the GTA series, guys, because like I said, my brother owned them all already. However, one game he did not own was CANIS CANEM Edit, or Bully. And I think it was my older brother's friend, actually, that brought this game round to play it, and I saw it and I was like, oh my god, that is literally GTA, but at school. Like, this is a dream come true. This is better than GTA. That was what my brain was thinking, and I knew I had to own this game, guys. Like, it was literally all I would talk about is wanting to own this game. However, lads, there is one more obstacle I had to overcome in order to own this game, okay, and that is a memory card. I had some Christmas money left over and I wanted to buy this game, obviously, but I had to buy a memory card first. And I can actually remember as a kid walking into HMV and seeing this game on the shelf for 15 quid and wanting so badly to spend my Christmas money on it, but I actually had to, like, ignore it and then buy a memory card with the money. And obviously I was happy to get the memory card, but I was also upset because I wanted this game so badly. But a few months go by, lads, okay, I wash a few cars and do some chores and stuff like that, and I save up the money to get this game finally, and oh my god, the memories that I had with this game. I would play it over and over and over and over again, guys. I adored this game so much as a kid. I've played this game so many times when I was younger. And funnily enough, on the topic of memory cards, one of the reasons that I did used to play this game so much is that for some reason the save file on my memory card for this game would constantly get corrupted. I'm not even sure why it happened. It always seemed to be this game for some reason. It was never any other game, and normally I'd be upset, you know, losing all my data, but I was happy, guys, because it just gave me the excuse to play the game again. So as soon as I see that this game had got corrupted, I would literally just start up another save file and start the game again and play it through again, and I did that so many times.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
However, guys, like I said to you, I haven't played this game in absolutely, like, ages, okay? It's been years since I played it, so how well has this game aged? In my opinion, it's aged amazingly. I still love this game almost as much as I did as a kid, if not more. Probably not more, actually. Like, I like this game a lot as a kid, so maybe not more, but I love it still. It's a really great game. So yeah, let's dive into some of those positives then, boys, okay? I want to start off with something simple, okay? I want to start off with the soundtrack here. The soundtrack to this game is absolutely 10 out of 10. Literally every single song in this game is just incredibly unique. Like, there's not a single song in this entire game that is not just amazingly unique. Most of them are just pretty chill and calm, you know, like you've got the walking song, which a lot of you guys will probably know if you've ever played this game. Just an incredibly chill song that you just hear and immediately just get sucked into this game the second you hear those notes. But then you've also got songs in this game that just slap, like, unnecessarily hard. Like, they just have no reason to slap as hard as they do, and they just go so well with the missions they're on. Soundtrack here, guys, is just so good. Okay, I could gush over the soundtrack for hours if I wanted to, because literally every single song in this game is 10 out of 10. Another thing I really love about this game, guys, is the open world aspect of this game. Now, this isn't the most insane open world ever. It's not like, you know, it's not like, I don't know, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, where it's just like goes on for miles and miles. It's nothing like that. It's a very small and contained open world, but honestly, guys, I prefer it when it's like that, okay? And the reason I prefer it is it always feels more lived in. There's so many amazing details to observe throughout the open world, as well as in the school, that you can just literally stop in the middle of the game and just observe your surroundings, and there's always something to take in, especially when it comes to the character interactions, okay? You can literally just watch the NPCs in this game, and they just do the craziest shit to each other. Like, it's actually fascinating. You can get hours of entertainment just literally watching NPCs behave. That's how amazing this open world is. So many open worlds nowadays try to be bigger and they think that makes it better, but this game is a prime example that bigger is not always better. But yeah, I just loved how lived in this game felt, okay? Immediately, like, the second you step foot in this game, it just feels like a real place. A lot of that, again, is due to, like, just NPC behavior. Like, it just, I don't know, they just do things and it's just entertaining and stuff, and it just, oh, it's such a good open world, guys. Again, small, but amazing. Another thing I really appreciate about this game, guys, is the humor, okay? This is an aspect of the game that I don't think I would have appreciated that much as a kid, because a lot of this humor definitely went over my head as a kid. I don't remember this game being as funny as it is. I was cracking up constantly when I was playing this game, okay, because of just some of the things that the characters would come out and say, and it was just so self-aware. This game has a lot of stereotype humor, okay, so obviously, like, a lot of the jokes that they're making fun of themselves without realizing they're doing it, but it's just so funny, guys. Like, if I just show you a few clips of, like, some of the dialogue in this game, you'll be laughing as well.
Nice!
Ah, shut up, kid. It adds flavor to it. You want to give it a go?
Sure. Achoo. Achoo.
Try and get some bits in it.
Some leader you turned out to be.
Father says leadership is about looking after those you lead. He taught me that right before he laid everyone off.
Now, I won't lie to you guys, when it comes to the gameplay here, it's all pretty simple stuff, okay? None of the gameplay here is going to blow you away. However, what this game does remarkably well when it comes to gameplay is it mixes it up so well. Like, you'll never get bored because of how well this game mixes things up. Like, if you take the combat, for example, okay? On its own, it's not too crazy. You go up to people, beat them up, okay? You just spam that square button, okay? Sometimes you gotta hold it and you can do combos. It's very simple stuff, though. However, this game just gives you a ton of weapons to use, like, throughout your fights, so, you know, you can just go up to them and beat them up, and that's all well and good, but also you've got slingshots to use, you've got firecrackers, stink bombs, itching powder, bottle rockets, spud guns. Like, there's so many different weapons you can use in your fights that you shouldn't be getting too bored, and that's just the combat here, guys. Like, yeah, you will be doing a lot of that throughout the game, but the game doesn't just rely on the combat, you know, you'll be doing lots of other things. All the missions in this game are just so varied. You'll be doing tons of different activities. Like, one minute you're in a boxing club in a boxing tournament, another minute you're in a bike race, another minute you'll be doing a stealth mission in a mental asylum, or you'll be, I don't know, spray painting the town hall, and then another minute you'll be in a fun house protecting the nerds from the jocks, or you'll be dressed up as the school mascot and pissing in a cooler. Like, this game has always got you doing something different every single mission. And this game just does a brilliant job at giving you amazing mission variety, so you'll never get bored of playing it.
Yeah, this is fun.
On top of all of that as well, guys, it's not just the missions here that are varied, okay? You've also got the different different classes, okay? Obviously, this game is based in a school, so you've got different classes to attend. And these, again, are very varied. Like, you've got chemistry class, which I won't lie, is a pretty easy and simple class. And then you've got art class, which is a really fun mini game. You've got the, what's it called? Is it shop, I think it's called? You know, like when you're in the garage. I always struggle with that one for some reason. Every single time the game wants you to spin that analog stick, I don't know why, it just always says I failed it, even though I feel like I didn't. I don't know if I'm the only one with that one. You've also got like photography class, you've got English class, which I feel like is the hardest class ever. Maybe I'm just dumb, but I always struggle with English class.
Stupid motherfucker right there. Everyone point at the stupid boy.
But yeah, there's just tons of different classes you can attend throughout the game, and it makes you feel like you're back at school again, and I loved that. But yeah, when it comes to this game, guys, I think my favorite thing out of everything has to be the characters, okay? I think the characters in this game are some of the best that Rockstar have ever done, and Rockstar are amazing at making amazing characters. There was a lot of amazings. But in my opinion, the characters in Bully are the best in all of Rockstar's games. Like, they are just so incredible. Like, just off the top of my head, like, you've got Jimmy, who's obviously the main protagonist. You know, he's a bit of a troublemaker, of course, but, you know, he's got a bit of a soft spot. You've got, like, the school's cook, Edna, who might be the filthiest human being to ever exist.
Oh, and a razor from the barber's for my stash. And, oh yeah, some new knickers from Worn In. I've had these on since last term.
You've got Gary, who's just a conniving little shitbag who, I mean, I just hate him, but he's a great villain. You've got Russell, who might be dumber than a bag of rocks, but my god, the quotes that Russell has in this game are just so 10 out of 10.
Russell likes to hurt people for peace.
You got PT, who's just a pretty likable guy, to be honest with you. There's not much to his character, but he is just a very likable guy. There's not really anything bad to say about good old PT. You got Eunice, who maybe likes chocolate a little bit too much, I would say. Every single encounter with Eunice in this game seems to be giving her chocolate and making out. Like, that's her entire character, but you can't fault it. You've also got, like, Algie, who just pisses himself all the time. Like, these are just characters off the top of my head. There's so many characters in this game, and almost all of them are memorable and incredible. Genuinely, I don't think there's a single bad character in this game, okay? There's so many amazing ones. Another thing that's cool about the characters in this game is, like, a lot of them fall into different cliques. So, like, you've got the bullies, for example, that go around bullying everyone in the school, hence the name the bullies. You got the nerds, who are nerds, and, you know, they're not, like, the strongest clique, but they're, like, very conniving. Whenever you fight the nerds, they usually come packed with different weapons, so they've usually got, like, bottle rockets or stink bombs or something like that, as opposed to the jocks that never carry weapons, but they are strong as fuck.
Oh no, I ain't messing with you.
But honestly, guys, I think my favorite clique of them all has got to be the preps, okay? The preps are like the rich kids, and honestly, like, there's just some of the quotes they come out with just have me cracking up. They are just, like, they lack any self-awareness, and it's just so brilliant.
He's the new champion.
Yeah, come on, man. Woo!
You disgust me!
It takes more than victory to become a champion. It takes breeding and nepotism and snobbery. You filthy Democrat!
Like, the entirety of Chapter 2 is just filled with hilarious moments from the preps. Like, some of the things they just come out with had me cackling. Like, it's so amazingly written, and all of the characters were just brilliant from the preps. I loved all of them. And what I also loved about these different cliques as well, I nearly forgot to mention, guys, is that all of them come in with their own different soundtrack. Like, if you start fighting with a different clique, they've all got unique soundtracks, which I just thought was super cool, and it made each clique memorable.
Run home to mommy! I learned this move from my dad! I'm gonna beat the poor out of you!
Ain't nobody making a fool of Johnny Vince.
Yeah, that's definitely my favorite thing about this game is the characters. I loved all the characters in this game. I just thought they'd done an amazing job with it. But yeah, honestly, guys, I think that's everything I wanted to talk about when it comes to Bully. I could talk about this game for another 3 hours, but I feel like I've covered everything I needed to. This game has aged remarkably well, okay? I think it's an absolute 10 out of 10 game, and honestly, if there was just a single sequel for a game like that I wanted in life, Bully 2. Like, I would literally cry tears if they, like, announced Bully 2. I'm not even joking, by the way. This game will always hold a special place in my heart, okay, and I'm so glad that I decided to, like, play it again. It's just an absolute 10 out of 10 game, and if for some reason you've never played it, guys, please play it. It's one of the best games ever made, in my opinion. So yeah, let me know in the comments, guys. Do you like Bully? Do you think it's amazing? Maybe you think it's overrated? Is it your favorite Rockstar game, or is there another game that you maybe prefer? Let me know in the comments down below. Other than that, though, boys and girls, subscribe here if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one, alright? Peace.